Hi, this is Carl with another super success video for IT service providers. Today I want to give you a challenge. I actually am putting together a challenge for people in my new first year MSP program. And I thought it would be something that you actually could use for almost any program that you pay for or attend, even if you attend for free this year. A lot of times people go into these events, and especially if they don't pay for it, they don't care what they get out of it. And I don't think that's the way to approach any of these events. At a minimum, if you travel, you've got some travel costs, airfare, hotel, so forth. If you don't have to travel out of town, great, that's swell. You still have time away from task. Your valuable time is spent trying to gain information at the event, and you may or may not get back the value that you paid. So even if you're there in person and you say, well, what's the cost of my time for 6 hours? Okay, well, I hope the cost of your time is at least $100, maybe $150. So you need to get $600 to $1,000 worth of value just for showing up at a free event. Here is the challenge. At what point do you break even? In other words, at what point do you gain some knowledge, some tip, some trick, something that makes it worth your while to be invested in that event? And I've done this forever, basically. You know, it used to be back in the day, I would go to some event, it would cost me $150. I'd say, okay. At one point, did I get my $150 back? At what point did this thing pay for itself? And sometimes it was a great tool that I look at and go, oh my goodness, I have to get that tool. It'll save me $150 a month, or it'll save me $150 the first time I use it. And then I started going to events where there's airfare and hotel, and then it's more like, okay, $250, $300, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. The most expensive event I ever attended was $7,000 plus airfare and hotel. So it was real close to, $8,000 out of pocket. And I have to say, it didn't pay for itself. Now, that's okay. It happens to be in a program where I had always gotten value for everything I ever attended at any price for, about 6 years at the time. So it's okay, actually, that that event did not pay for itself, but that's a very rare and a very expensive experience. Almost everything I've ever attended, I've gotten my money's worth. And here's the thing, it's important that you point to something and you say, that's the thing I brought home. That's the thing that gave me my money's worth. What is that thing? It helps if you know before you go what you expect to get out of a program. The IT Consultant's Year of Intention, this is not intended to be a sales pitch, but one of the things that we go through in here is the preparation for any kind of event, whether it's online or in person. And I'll give you just the summary of it so you don't have to go buy the book. When you attend a webinar, when you attend a live event, when you would go to anything and spend some time and money, what do you want to get out of it? Who do you want to meet? What vendors do you want to talk to? Do you want to learn about a new product? Do you want to learn about a new service? Do you want to learn about a new technique? Do you want to find a tool that will help you save money or make money? Why are you going to this event? And I would put a dollar sign next to it. When do you break even? When is it worth your time and money to attend any event? Live, in person, online, it doesn't matter. When do you break even? That's the challenge. After I finish adding this slide to my new program, I think I'm going to add it to all of my programs. I'm just going to encourage people, hey, day one, let's just put this out there. Write down it when you break even. Write down when this thing pays for itself. Write down when you get more value than what you put into it. Many years ago, my friend Nigel Moore and I put together a one-day event, and I think it was maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. And when we first started planning, we literally said, how will we give everybody 10 times the value that they are expecting when they walk in the door? We would not begin our planning without first knowing how attendees would get 10 times the value that they paid to be there. That's a great way for planners to plan, but turn it around. I'm not asking you to get 10 times the value out of everything you attend. It'd be great if you did, but you should at least break even and maybe come out ahead. Just a little approach to take with you as you go through the next 12 months. How are you going to break even? And that requires that you set goals for the things you attend and you keep track of how well they are doing to fulfill and exceed your expectations. For Small Biz Thoughts, this is Carl Palachuk, wishing you the best of luck in everything you do.